Man, I knew I was gonna redo this video. And I was right. So, if you don't excuse me, I know I usually have a camera. I don't feel like putting myself on camera right now. It's like not in the morning, but I'm up late and I have thoughts. Earlier, I put up a video, not on, and I put it on the wrong channel. I put it on the main channel, but I needed to put it on my backup channel, and it was about Aries Spears said everything I said about Obama. So, all right. Well, and then I end up watching a video because about from a YouTuber go by the name of Your World. I don't know what his real name is, but I know the YouTuber go by the name of Your World. Has a lot of he do have views on his thing, and I do follow his content and all that other stuff. Okay, first things first. I don't. If anybody don't watch that Black interview, and it was Aries Spears going on from Black America, how we should um, basically saying he was mad at black people saying that Obama did nothing for America. First things first, and let me tell you something. This is not the first time I've heard that. I hear it all the time to a point where I think, like I said, he basically said everything I said, but I think I need to go in on how I think. First things first, I don't take Obama face value because there are shit. Let's be honest, there's shit he did in there, and I feel like there's shit he could have done better. I feel like there's times where I feel like he did throw black people under the bus, but I just charge it to the game of politics because I felt like to me, in this game of politics, you don't want to be too black. Like Obama, I felt like Obama had to not just be our president, but everybody's president. And I felt like if he was just a black president, then a lot of people are not going to like it. That's my opinion on it. Is I don't consider it as an excuse, but that's how I looked at his tenure. The other thing I looked at his tenure is, and I say this all the time, I don't feel like us as black people stepped up enough for Obama, and I think the Trump years proves that we wasn't asking for reparations. And the reason why I say this because if you look at Trump years, because when I feel like when Trump got elected, a lot of black people was afraid because a lot of black people, you look at Trump, he's not presidential. Let's just be honest. He's really not presidential. I don't know anybody that can say half this shit Trump said. Excuse me. Half the shit Trump said and still be president. Like at one time it amazes me, but at the same time I feel like we brought this onto ourselves. Now this ain't one of those black. I'm not. How can I say this? I'm not shit. I don't want this to be like I'm shitting on the black community and all that because if you have, excuse me, if you have your complaints about Obama, so be it. I don't. It's like as you should. Like I said, he wasn't perfect, and I don't want. Even though I defend Obama all the time, I know that he's not perfect. There's a lot of shit that he did that I felt like he should have done. But there's a lot of shit I felt like, even though I didn't like it, like the whole thing about Libya and all that shit, that shit is war. That shit is just, I think a lot of people just don't understand war and all that other stuff. Um, I don't like, look, I still think with Jesse Jackson talking about cut his balls off, I still think Jesse Jackson's fake. And I feel like both sides is right. It's like, I don't like, even though I like Obama, I don't want to be a dick rider like I see it in Boondocks because I think even when Obama was president, the Boondocks, at least the message I got from it is just like it's okay to like Obama, just don't dick ride him or just don't put him in his black, put him on, don't put him on this high pedestal. Hold him up to the accountability as president to get. I do not feel like black people did that. And even though Donald Trump is celebrity first, I feel like Obama during Obama's tenure, Obama was more of a celebrity than Donald Trump is because everybody wanted to be around him. He was charming, he spoke well, and I hate saying that about black people, but you know, he was charming. He spoke well. He did like he was a good looking president. He had a good family. It's like matter of fact, he was so squeaky clean that they tried everything to dirty this man and he couldn't. It was like to the point where his daughter, he like they tried to get to his daughter just to get to her mama. When they try to get to his old pastor, which in my opinion, I don't think he ever went to that church. I just feel like he was doing that. That was like politics favor to me. That was like politics favor. And if you don't watch The Wire, you will understand like how Carcetti went to the black churches to try to get their vote, or even in House of Cards, where House of Cards they go to black people to get their votes. I don't believe any president is going to do. Anytime when I think of, and not to get off topic, but anytime I see a black president or presidential candidate go to church, I think it's fake. That's just me, because as God fearing as this country is, I feel like that's one of the most cheapest things to do is to go to a church, sit through a service, and you watch these people clap off beat to this little light of mine. So I'm going to let it shine. I'm stereotyping a black church. So, yeah, excuse me. But anyway, as far as Obama, let's talk about it. Do you feel like he's done more for other races and the gays? Yes, I've said that he did, but that wasn't his fault. I still blame that on us. Now, this ain't no like. Don't take it as this is we are our own worst enemy shit. But I do feel like we didn't put our foot on his neck like other races did, or just like the LGBT did. When the LG around this time, around where you got around 2008 when he got elected 2009, the LGBT made sure he was going to pass the bill to get for gays to get married. That's what they want. If you wonder what was the gays' agenda, that was their biggest agenda to legalize marriage for gay people. Now he did that. Now to me, it's just like first things first, and I'm gonna say this to everybody. As far as gays getting married, I don't care. That has nothing to do anything gay. And I'm gonna say this, good or bad, LGBT. If you're listening, anything y'all do is none of my concern. Some things is just none of my concern. Especially since, and I understand there are black gays and there are white gays, but if it's a black issue, I'm with you. But if it's a LGBT issue, none of my concern. And um, as far as gay marriage goes, that's an LGBT issue. That's not a black issue. So why should I care about that? Now, if a black gay person is getting harassed, then that's a problem. We need to talk about that. But a black person wanting to get married, I don't care about that. So let's get that out the way. Um, did he do for the gays? Yes, he did. But at the same time, I feel like we never put our foot on his neck. Matter of fact, and I just anybody, and I say this anybody, because I don't mind looking it up and I don't mind being wrong. Show me to where now I know there was times where like he didn't like meet up with the black person, like he felt like he really didn't meet up with most black people like he wanted to and all that other shit. Which we was gonna vote for him anyway. Let's be real. Let's be real. Y'all was gonna vote for him. A lot of black people was gonna vote for him anyway, just because he was black. And then like his first 4 years, a lot of people felt like he did a good job. Like he wasn't scandalous, he wasn't all that other stuff. You seen Fox News just dig on him for no reason. So you kind of like was very protective of Obama. So he was going to get to me. I told people he was going to get in that house. He was going to do 8 with no problem. And I won. Trust me, I won $40 off of that because I had a couple white people thinking Mitt Romney was going to be president. I'm like, fuck out of here. I'm not going to vote for no Mitt Romney. And I won $40 off of that. Um, Next thing you know, he wins by a fucking landslide, and I was right. I was like, I want more money. But this to me, and this is where I feel like black people don't drop the ball. Right now, we're talking about agendas. We're talking about tangibles. We're talking about reparations and all that. I don't remember none of this was talking about in the Obama 10 years. I don't remember nobody bringing this up in Washington. It wasn't until Donald Trump got in the office where everybody was fearing for their fucking lives, where everybody felt like Donald Trump was going to put us back in slavery or do some dumb shit that maybe he's probably have done or already done. But a lot of people like acting on this right now, or the tangibles and reparation shit. I think this is off of fear, not really of a necessity, but just off of fear. And that's why I feel like there's a lot more black entrepreneurship. There's a lot of more black people trying to do for themselves. There's a lot of more black people asking for tangibles and all that other stuff. I feel like that was because of Donald Trump, and that's because of the fear of Donald Trump being a president. With Obama, and like I said, even though Donald Trump is a celebrity, Obama was probably the most celebrity type of, like, he was more of a celebrity than a president, but he was still presidential. But you could tell he was more like he was on late night shows, he was on shows with Ellen, he was on shows with Jimmy Fallon and all that other stuff. Like I said, Obama's just a marketable guy where his work, like now, where he's like giving Joe Biden his drink and everybody just watching him speak. And that's another thing. The man could speak like he had a swagger to him like no other president. Maybe not since John F. Kennedy, and maybe he's even better than him. Now, he a first black president? I don't know. History says we had black presidents before, but he's the first black one in a long time. Let's just say that he's the first black president we've had in a long time, and let's bring that in. But as black people, we did treat him like a celebrity, and I feel like a lot of people don't believe. Even if you did not like Obama, you knew that the type of attention he was getting was like a celebrity, like Beyonce, Jay Z, where like people like I stand for them. They will stand like they will fight you over Obama and some shit like that, which I think people have done. Like matter of fact, when he won the presidency, and I was in the Navy when this happened. When he won the presidency, there was a fight between some white boy and some black dude because some white boy wanted to McCain to win, and a black dude wanted Obama to win. They ended up fighting or some shit like that. That was like the first day, and that was like when he won the election. Like not 5 minutes after that, that fight happened. I couldn't vote for that because I was in boot camp and I was in A school. So if you was wondering. So this video is going better than my last video because I feel like I rambled on. And so let me just bottom line this. In conclusion, and I still stand on this. And shout outs to your world because I knew this was going to happen. I was going to watch this, and then I don't want to say change my opinion, but I want to be more clear of what I stand on because I still stand on. If you feel like Obama didn't do nothing for black people, then us black people didn't do shit for Obama either. So I think it's a two-way street. If, if you if Obama ain't do nothing for black people, which I do think he did, I feel like he did a lot of stuff that black people could benefit off of, but we just didn't take it. And y'all get mad when the whites and the other races take it. We didn't take it. That's on us. Like healthcare. I feel like a lot of black people could have taken care of healthcare, but since we're so afraid of fucking hospitals and black people have this thing about hospitals and all that stuff, and even in employment, where it's just like if we're sick, like one of the days and all that other stuff, we can't afford to be sick because we're the providers and all that other stuff. There's especially in some black communities where a man can't get sick. Even if he's sick, he has to go to work. Even if he catches the flu, he has to go to work, or his job is on the line, or they're gonna fire him and all that other stuff. That that was like a big fear, especially if you're not in the union. If you're in the union, I felt like we could get away with it. But like if you wasn't in no union, you was basically if you're sick, you better go to work because you're the breadwinner and all that other stuff. So yeah, I still stand on it. And I have this, and like I said, I feel like I'm gonna keep having this argument with people. But show me, I say it all the time. I want to be wrong. Show me where black people was really um, trying to get these tangibles, trying to get these reparations, trying to get shit done. Because there was things Obama was trying to get shit done himself. Like Obamacare was like his major thing. Free healthcare was like his major thing, and lowering unemployment. And he did both of those. I feel like those were his agenda. The gays got their agenda, and I feel like us as black people, we didn't get our agenda because A, we treated him like a celebrity. B, we just wanted him to do eight. And I feel like a lot of pro blacks just don't talk about that. Like it's okay to criticize him. I don't care if you criticize him. Every president should be criticized. But at the same time, I feel like us as black people, we need to look at us. You know, did we really hold them to a stand? Like, did we really hold them to a standard? What was our standard for him? Like a lot of people's standard for him was just do eight, just do 2 terms, and that's good. Scandal free and all that other stuff. To most people, that was good enough. So I feel, and I've said this before, like I don't remember nobody asking for tangibles. I don't remember nobody asking for reparations. I don't remember nobody asked for the stuff we're asking now that they was asking for Obama back then. Let me know. Just let me know. And if anybody listens to this and all that stuff, just go ahead, shoot me a link. Like I don't mind learning stuff. Maybe there's something I don't know. Maybe it's just things I probably done miss and all that other shit. Because yeah, like I said, I don't consider myself a Obama dick rider, but I do think he did a good job for what he was giving. Excuse me, for what he was given during his 8 years of presidency. So with that being said, my name is Oskino Fly, and I'm out. Peace.